All right, welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Once again, Tim Mahoney, the Director of Education for Troon.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. You know, I enjoyed watching the kids play golf last night out here, and you know, this is the golf season really starts this week with the U.S. Open. I think we got the U.S. Open. A couple weeks we got the British Open. We got the PGA, and now it's time to really work on your golf games, have fun like you and I talking about. But you know, let's spend some time talking about the grip, shall we?
I would think that's a great idea. It's kind of it's the foundation, so to speak.
The only contact you have with the golf club is your grip, and in the industry with my peers, they call me the grip doctor, and I probably spend more time working on the grip than others. But if you think about it, is the golf ball's got to go straight, and if the club face is misaligned, the ball is going to curve, and the club face is misaligned because how you hold your club. So you see, I put some lines on my grip this morning.
Is this
right?
what you do to your glove?
That's right. This is what I do to my glove. This is what I do to all my students' gloves. And if they're a bad student, I put some tattoos on their hands. It may wash off in a couple of years like this. But, you know, most golfers, you know, and the first thing I do is, you know, make sure the hands are on there correctly. And what that does, that allows your club face to be square. That also allows you to cock your hands freely during the swing. That's the biggest power source. So you see, I've got this mark here. So most golfers,
this mark right there. Okay.
Right. When I say like top, I got the X. Most golfers wear their glove out right there.
I see that a lot.
So let's say you're playing golf tomorrow with somebody you don't know, and if their gloves worn out there, I press the bet because they're going to be a bad golfer. Okay.
So what does that wear mark mean you're doing?
See, that's too much in the palm of the hand. And all sports, with the exception of golf, everything you do at home, you hold in the palm, except for the golf club. You got to hold that in the fingers. So what I do is I take that club and put it lower my fingers, so that spot's actually on top of the club. So you see the X needs to be on top of the grip.
Gotcha.
That allows the club to be more than the fingers. I've also turned my hand about 45 degrees to my right, but also you see how I've closed the zipper up?
Oh, so you line the lines up. Okay.
So you want no
So
gap
what would that look like if it was wrong?
See,
just
right,
open.
so
Do you want to close that gap?
And that's a big deal. So
basically your thumb's going right down the top of the shaft.
Kind of down the back side of it. And you want this V looking towards your right-hand shoulder.
This V right here.
That's correct. Now, when you put your lower hand on there, you want your lifeline to cover the thumb, form a trigger finger, and close those gaps. So this tattoo right here, I can see that X as I hold the golf club. Golfers who top the ball, they've got that finger underneath. That causes the hands to lift a little bit in.
So wait, real quick. So this wasn't a mistake this morning. You actually put that there.
I did.
Okay.
I want to be able to see that. The great Tiger Woods and Byron Nelson, Lee Trevino, Jack Nicklaus used to practice the Band-Aid right there. They won't be able to see that Band-Aid as they hold that golf club.
Okay.
That's a big deal there. And that allows as I swing, that allows my wrist to cock freely on both sides of your swing. A good friend of mine who's been a long-time student, Tom Pertzer, who plays the Champions Tour, he's always voted the best golf swing of all time. We did a study a couple years ago about what's the best way of connecting your hands.
Do you intertwine them? Do you overlap them? Because
if you want to hit the ball further, you should overlap.
The pinkies.
That's correct. That's called a Varden grip. If you want to hit the ball straighter, you should interlock because less wrist cock. When you hit the ball higher, you want 10 finger. But spend some time on that grip. Now, golfers, they may play once a week. What happens is if they don't hold the club, the hands feel foreign to them when they do play. And try to hold the club every day. So what I do is have them left hand to the side. You got your heel pad on top, thumb to the side, no gap. Put your right hand on it, lifeline covers the thumb, form a trigger finger, and both V's looking towards your right hand shoulder. Also, what you want your hands to be relatively firm on the club, but with relaxed arms.
Like how firm? Like you're holding a bird?
Well, you know, that's one of the biggest myths in golf.
Because that's what I've heard.
So you always hear you want to hold the club like a bird, but you want your arms to be straight. That causes too much tension.
Straight bird holding.
That's right. That may kill the bird. So what you want firm hands, but relax the arms. That's why you see a lot of golfers walk in and they're doing this. So what they're trying to do is get their arms to be relaxed. A great test I do with golfers is I try to twist the club, and the hands should not twist, but again, your arms should be relaxed. So spend some time with the grips. If a grip is worn out, you see that, you know, this is like a year old, this grip, there's no worn out spots.
Yeah.
So I maintain my hand pressure during the swing. You think about the only contact a golfer has with the golf club is a grip, and you need to perfect that grip. So again, I got that club in my fingers, thumb to my side, no gap, and then I put my right hand on there. Lifeline covers my thumb, both V's looking toward my right hand shoulder, and see that V is closed, and both those closed gaps looking towards your right hand shoulder. Perfect that grip, you're going to be a lot better.
Now, if people want to get in touch with you and maybe book a lesson, that you're accessible,
Come out to Cordillera. And, you know, one of the things, we have clinics every day for our members and our sponsored guests. Today I'm doing yesterday was Margarita Mondays, which is a great way to take my lesson. Have a couple margaritas, working your grip. Today is the men's clinic of the mountain course. Tomorrow is Cosmo Wednesday. So a couple of Cosmo before my clinic as well. Thursday is men's clinic down here at the Valley Club, and then Friday and Saturday I do some short game clinics. But every clinic we talk about the grip.
Okay.
So I want every member and every guest of us at Cordillera to have the best grips in the state of Colorado. Thank you for reminding me of that. Colorado here, right? Thank you very much. And that allows your wrist to cock freely on both sides of your swing.
Sounds good. Thanks for your time.
It's always fun.
Once again, it's all about the grip. That's where it starts. That's your only connection to that golf club, and your swing is that grip. We're going to take it to weather next in the studio.